Hi guys, I am Blaine.
I'm Hope.
And today we're going to talk about why we risked everything to join
Team Purple.
Yeah. And so we both had similar circumstances. We started with another company, and there was a change that we made recently.
Yeah. We both kind of came over to Team Purple, and that was kind of scary. A little bit.
Yeah, I was really nervous. There was actually a moment where I almost didn't make it. I almost decided not to make the move.
I remember the conversation because I was trying to refer you to magicears, and I think you were like, I'm successful where I am. I'm fully booked. What would my motivation be for moving?
I honestly think that I had a lot of the same concerns that a lot of other teachers have.
Yeah, I have heard that question before.
Right, and I think it's a very valid point.
Exactly.
Because we want to make sure that we're financially stable. We want to make sure that we're able to get the bookings that we have with the previous company. Yeah. Why should I move?
And
why should I
both
change
of us
things up?
Asked ourselves that question.
We absolutely did.
And ended up in magicears.
Yes, and we do work for two companies. However, we are focusing a lot of our energy and our time into magicears.
Giving the majority of our energy
to
the company that we love.
Yeah.
So how did that happen?
Yeah, it's a really great story, and we want to talk about why we made that move and why we think we made the right decision.
Yeah. So what about you? What inspired you? Because when we were talking, you were like, well, I don't know why I should. And then my response was, well, do what you got to do. But you decided to come on over.
I did. There was a moment where I almost didn't make the move, and I was going to back out. But I'm really happy that I didn't. I think that I made the right choice. I followed my gut. I saw the vision, and I followed through with it.
But what was it that attracted you to go ahead?
You did.
You were. I'm like, hello, Blaine, come over to the purple side, and you're like, can't resist.
Initially, it was my respect for you. Like I saw you making I could see the risk that you were taking, and I could see and I knew that it was controversial. And that it was.
I received a little bit of flack for that.
You did, and I understood both sides. But it was the first time that I thought, as an independent contractor, that this was possible, and that I could work for two companies, even though I was successful and I had full bookings, and I still felt insecure about my job.
There was always kind of a thing of, what if I just got sick for too many days in a row, or.
It doesn't matter how successful you are with some companies, if you have to cancel classes or you go against your contract just a little bit, then you feel like you could lose everything.
Well, and for me, not only not having that security, but it also cost me a raise. So it's kind of a hard tightrope to walk sometimes, and you start to feel like, I am fully booked, but I'm kind of scared.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of in a precarious position.
Absolutely.
Here.
And for me, I always had to put a lot of thought and into this, and about if I'm going to make this choice, how is this going to look for me?
Yeah.
My vision was that the magicears was a small company, and that they were growing, and that it had a good reputation, and that I could see myself fitting in to this company.
Yeah. So you just saw a big dream for yourself at magicears.
Right. Well, because I knew what I was capable of, and I knew that there wasn't an avenue for me to do what I wanted to do with where I was at.
Yeah, I am the same way. So because I started off with another company, same company, from the time they were a little baby, and thought, this is going to be so big. I'm going to be a part of something great.
Yeah.
And I felt almost there for a lot of time, but looking back over 3 years, there came a time when I said, you know what? I'm still in the exact same place that I was. There did come a moment of reckoning that it was like, how has my career advanced?
It was frustrating.
Yeah.
Because because we knew that we were capable. Then came your magicears.
I found magicears, and I watched what people were saying about the company, and I thought, they're new, everybody loves them, there's this good communication. Okay, let's see if this is for real.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and I was nervous.
Well, at the time, though, nobody was doing that. Nobody was publicly announcing that they were moving to a different company.
Right.
At the time, it was very controversial with some people.
Yeah, it was. For some reason in this field, there's this extreme loyalty, right? Like, this is the company that I signed up with, and I'll die with this company.
I'm team this color.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what I'm doing.
Yeah, paint my grave this color.
Yes.
Like I'm it. Yeah. Yeah, there was. And so I knew that, if I were to make a switch, that there would be some people that didn't think that I should do that. Right. And that did happen. Yeah. There were people that thought, you shouldn't do that, and even told me you shouldn't work for both companies, or you shouldn't promote this company.
Right. But what they're not realizing is that we're private contractors, and that is one of the greatest assets of being a private contractor is being able to seek out work from multiple venues.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in charge of it. Right. I'm in charge of what I do.
Right. At the end of the day, you are creating your business. You're buying your camera. You're purchasing your backdrop. You're buying your props. Yeah. So this is your business.
It's my business. And it wasn't going exactly where I wanted it to, and I saw we can work for more than one company. And in fact, legally, they have to allow that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we still both work for both companies. Yeah. But we're investing more of our time in another one, magicears.
And I think that's an important point about why we're investing that time in magicears. Right. Because we could go either way.
Right. And for my experience, within a short few months, I was growing in the company very quickly. Yeah. And today I make videos for Language Camp. So I write the scripts, I record the videos, and I edit them.
So, and Blaine, if you guys haven't seen maybe we can show the Language Camp.
We'll definitely show a clip. We can actually show a clip while we're talking right now.
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's Blaine.
But what I want to say about the Language Camp is that it's like it was made for you. It's like you were made for Language Camp. And that makes me happy, but it also makes me a little bit sad that you sat over at another company with the same talent that you brought to magicears and that they were aware of. Right. And didn't utilize.
But the culture with magicears is very different. With magicears culture, they invest a lot of their time with the teaching community, in the magicears community. And so they're reaching out to them and finding out what is your strength?
What is your talent?
What is your talent? What is your strength? And how can we use that to grow as a company?
I even remember having a conversation at the beginning when I was talking to people at magicears about moving over about secondary positions. And I said, what secondary positions are available? And they said, what secondary position do you want? And this was a unique way to look at it, because it really showed me that they want to see what I'm good at. They want to utilize what I'm good at and use my talent. Right. So that's happening for you. It's also happening for me with my secondary position at magicears.
So what do you do for magicears?
Well, I manage the YouTube channel. So and that's what I was talented at all along. I was doing that for the other company. Of course, I wasn't getting paid. Right. I was doing that for the other company though, and never kind of received an invitation. Hey, can you do this for us? But magicears says, hey, we like this, and can you do this for us? Right.
But how exciting is that, right? That we can combine our passions, with teaching and with video editing, or with media production.
Right, and I've seen it with other people too that had their particular talent in music or whatever their talent would be, that they brought it over to magicears. All companies need supplementary material, and the thing about magicears is that they have this great mindset, which I think they should have, of why not get that from our teacher pool?
Absolutely.
We need videos made, we need songs, we need stories read, we need things proofread. Right. Why would we outsource that? Why would we go outside the company and get some stranger or some person that doesn't have the heart for this and bring them in?
We have a lot of talented teachers who can do many different things.
Yeah, to do what we do, like we all have rich backgrounds in art and drama and music and all kinds of ability.
We're very creative people. Right.
And magicears knows that.
Yes.
And so it's one of the things I really, really love about them.
Obviously, not everybody wants to edit videos. Not everybody wants to record things. Not everybody wants to do what we do. However, there are an endless amount of opportunities that could fit in your wheelhouse. In your wheelhouse. Yeah. So there's that opportunity that I don't see in other companies right now.
Yeah. So that kind of dream that we had from the beginning of, let's utilize our talents. We can do that.
Yeah, so that was a huge motivating factor for both of us. Yeah. But there's many more reasons.
There are a lot of reasons that magicears is attractive.
The platform, but people hear interactive platform. and they might be a little because obviously with some other companies the interactive features aren't necessarily under the teacher's control.
We're afraid of them because they give the students maybe a little bit too much
right.
control.
Yes.
Yeah. But magicears, when we say interactive platform, we're talking about this fully capable platform that the teacher is in control of. So it's on our side.
Right.
We're muting, we're closing cameras, we're turning off pens, we're allowing kids to do what they need to do when they need to do it, and we have control.
Jason, what is this? Mouse. Very good, Jason. That was awesome.
It's very teacher friendly. Very simple to use and easy to learn.
And it's so flexible that you can take the platform and you can just make it into whatever you want.
Right. You can have a great platform but a horrible curriculum. But I believe that magicears has been able to balance this where they've put a lot of effort into designing their platform, but as well as their curriculum.
Yeah, definitely. I really like the learning theory that's behind what we do at magicears. So you might look at the curriculum and not really know the full picture, but from a standpoint of what's actually happening there, magicears is believing in natural speech and interaction between the students. And
are these? That's right. How many peas are there?
Really natural ways to learn language.
Right, and it's definitely a different experience with one-on-one. It's just you can get complacent in your abilities.
Yeah, you can. You can kind of just coast, and I know, sometimes we do like to coast, and sometimes
I'm guilty.
Enjoyable.
I'm guilty of it. I definitely have, especially when you have a lot of regulars, you get really complacent. Maybe you're not benefiting your student in the best of your ability. Yeah,
and you don't feel great about it.
No.
Because if you want to feel great about your job, you probably need a little bit more,
Yeah.
And at magicears, I hear it from teachers all the time that say that it has upped their teaching level because of the experience that they've had with magicears.
Right, and especially when you have 4 students, you can see them interact with each other, and you don't have that experience with a one-on-one. You can see the kids challenge each other.
Yeah, and something else that the 1-on-4 platform does is it brings kids together from all different walks of life and coming soon from other countries into one classroom.
Right, and something that we talked about in the other video, but it's definitely something to hone in on again, is that the potential that this company has to grow internationally is...
And to be a part of something that's going to be so influential in these kids' lives as they're meeting kids from other countries and...
Right.
Oh, just the future that we can see and we can imagine.
I agree 100%. And so these are a lot of the reasons why we made that move.
Yeah.
And people right now are obviously pondering, should I make this move? Should I make this risk? And if I do, why? Why do I need to change things up? And another reason that we made the decision to move, or at least my personal decision, was not to put all my eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Because
I remember you saying that.
Right. Because if I put everything into one team color, then one day, who knows? I'm a private contractor. It just goes like that, and they can end my partnership.
Yeah.
And then what am I going to do next month to pay my bills?
Yeah.
And so to work for 2 companies, it makes me feel more secure in my career and financial.
And I've been asked that so many times. You can work for more than one company. Not only can we, but magicears knows what we do. They know that we're working for other
we
companies.
have secondary positions with magicears, and they're very aware of our multiple partnerships with other companies.
Because a contractor in any other field would work for multiple clients, and magicears gets it.
Absolutely.
That's the nature of being an independent contractor.
Right.
And I have had teachers ask me. I have been asked this question. Okay, so let's assume you don't work for your original company anymore, and you just work for magicears. Would you still feel the need to diversify and put your eggs in more than one basket?
And to be honest, for me, magicears was the only company that I worked for, then I would feel comfortable sticking with them.
That's my answer too. I previously did feel a need to diversify, but after I've come over to magicears, I do feel like if I didn't have the other sources of income, if I didn't have the other security blankets or whatever, that I would be fine with magicears. I don't feel like I need to...
Why do you feel like that?
Well, there's a human aspect of it, right? Mm-hmm. So we did talk about the cancellation policies and all of these things. I mean, I'm not going to get fired or lose my contract out of the blue and it be a surprise with Magic Years. I am 100% confident in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and why would you feel that way? You said you feel secure enough at this point, whereas you did want to diversify, and now you're like, I feel secure enough to stay just with him if that happened, if it came to that.
And it's really company culture. Company culture definitely has a lot to do with your security.
Yeah.
And the fact that I have a relationship with a lot of the staff at Magic Years, and I also, because of the policies in place that say, we are here to support you, right? If there's a hurricane, right, a big hurricane that comes in, their whole staff get together and figure out how can we support our teachers.
Yeah, they do. They send messages, they check on us. I have seen people say that, anybody can say these things. Anybody can say, we're with you or
But it's where your heart is.
Yeah.
It's your heart.
But we've seen those actions too. We've never seen anyone have to kind of fight for their contract in the wake of a natural disaster.
With our other company, there was always a threat.
Yeah,
you would get
looming
cloud threat of if I
go
go to the hospital, if I get sick, or if this or that, you have soft cancellations, you have hard cancellations, and all these different things. And it's like, oh my gosh, is my value
tied up in this? And how many cancellations I can get because something happened to me, or because I had 2 big emergencies during one contract.
Right. So does my value overweigh some mistakes that I might make, or if I might get sick? Does it matter?
Yeah.
And with Magic Years, I don't feel like that.
No.
I feel like I'm going to have a job tomorrow.
So the policies, like you said, the policies are a huge part, but also they know us.
Right.
They know all of us. So to sum it all up, we did take that risk.
We did.
Those big risks of wondering about the bookings, all the different things that we were asking, why should we do it? And I can't speak for you. I've been very, very happy with my decision.
Absolutely.
What about you?
I am just so thankful that I followed my gut and that I followed through and I saw the vision and I was able to reach for what I wanted, and here we are today. Magic Year sponsored these videos, but they allowed us to come together and to
talk about our process and how we got here.
Absolutely.
I love the openness that they want to hear that, and they want to hear us hash out the good, the bad, and the ugly, and how we arrived at where we are.
Right, and think about a year ago, we didn't even know what Magic Year. We never heard of Magic Years.
I hadn't even heard.
And to where we are today, I think is incredible. And I really want other teachers to experience the same thing.
Yeah.
And all it takes is making that step.
Yeah.
And having the vision for what it could be.
Experiencing all of it, being part of that bigger picture, reaching that international student base, putting them all together. Having that control in the classroom, becoming better teachers, and also finding talents or using talents that we wanted to use in service to the company.
Right, and I think that what's possible for you is greater and larger than you could possibly imagine for yourself right now. And so if you take that step into Magic Years, you can there's things that could happen that you could only dream of right now.
Yeah, Magic Years has a way of kind of helping you drill down and find that.
Yeah.
That thing that you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
That you love.
And I think the people that work at Magic Years love their job as much as we do.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah. Well, we love Magic Years.
Woohoo!
We love Magic Years.
Well, that concludes this video. But we made a video on Hope's channel.
The video on my channel is about the past, present, and future of the online ESL industry. Is it doomed?
Dun, da, da, da.
It is doomed. So don't click the link below. Don't watch that video. No. But for real, we do discuss some concerns that we had and that other teachers have had. And what's going to happen in the future with online ESL. Watch the video and find out.
Perfect. Well, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
But we did make some other videos on your channel.
We have one on my channel about, we do.